Hello and welcome back to Thalric Plays Blood Bowl 2. As you can see, today we're going to play with the Skaven. But before we get into a match, let's take a quick look at the roster, because there are some changes. For one, in the last match, I think we lost 2 line rats, so we had to replace Mishap. And I decided, instead of getting a replacement land rat, we will take a second thrower. And so that's where this guy comes in. So let's say hello to Chuck. Rack is also injured for this match, so no guard. But aside from that, everything's fine. I think there were some new skills here. So we've got tackle on Catastrophe and also plus movement allowance on Panic. I think that is everything. I don't know. I think so. So with that being said, let's try to find an opponent. And I want to remind everyone once again that the vote for my next team is still running, if in case you have missed it so far. I would like to add a third team to the roster here, and basically I've set up a straw poll with every team I would be interested in playing. There's also an option if you don't want me to add a third team. So if you haven't voted already, please do that. There's a video about it, a little bit whack, and I will leave that vote open for a few more days. Let's check this orc team out. So that could be a problem. Orcs aren't easy. So we've got tackle, mighty blow, shadowing, interesting. Posture hands, nerves of steel, interesting. With goblin. With catch and sidestep. Block, guard, dodge. Block, tackle. Plus agility. Block. Oh, it's just a normal one. Block, guard, tackle, block. Strength 6. Okay. And nothing. That's where did... Okay, 5 rerolls, so that's where some of his team value is coming from. And he's got 14 players. That's a lot. And we have 250,000 in inducements. So what do we buy? We buy a wizard, I think, and 2 babes. He can outbash us, but I hope he won't kill us that badly. So I think 2 babes for the KOs and a wizard for the offensive potential is good here. The alternative would have been 1 wizard, 1 bribe, 1 apothecary, I think. But this should work as well. Okay. I have to be honest, I don't really... Okay, I understand why his team value is so high, but it's weird still, because 14 players on Orcs, it's not really something you need. 13 at max, maybe even 12, because they're so bashy and have a lot of high armor. So they don't have to rely on reserve players usually as much. Oh, and we're playing on his side, and it's an Astro Granite Pitch. Oh god. That's fun. Yeah. Let's play offense for change, I think. And from his name, I assume that he's German, because that is Traumtänzer, which is basically Dream Dancer, and his team are the Darulers. So he's got 2 rerolls too much. He has 1, maybe 2 reserve players too much, or too many. I don't know. But aside from that, it looked okay. He went with 2-2 on the assistant coaches and cheerleaders, so 1 more than me, just in case. So that's not bad. Well, 13 players, including a goblin, could actually be the right number, but 14 is 1 too many, I think. What else? So we obviously can't outbash him. He looks like he has only 3 black orcs though, for some reason. And not 4. So we'll leave Mishap off the pitch, that is correct. And basically all I need to do is create one opening, and we should be able to do that over this way, I think. We also don't want to engage his players if at all possible. But we have to set up at least a little bit for that. So the middle will stay open like this. We'll move Chuck there. Okay, let's keep it like this. It's a little bit off-center, but it's mainly in answer to his setup. I want to stay away from the troll and most of his players if possible, and he set up in a way that I can get an assist there. Luckily we both get an assist and a touchback, so that's pretty good. We'll give the ball to Carl. Okay, let's see here. We should probably start this off with the blitz. Most likely, I think. So let's do this first. It's against a shadowing player, which can be potentially a big problem, but unfortunately we don't get the result we were hoping for. But that's not too bad at the moment. I don't really want to commit hysteria down that path, so let's go with panic. Next we'll do this one. Okay, that worked. We will follow. Oh, come on, nice. Stun. Better than nothing. Maybe I can build upon that. Maybe. Because I do have an idea here. Or a plan, of course. Let's move things up a little bit. I just want to make sure that my defense is as... Oh no. That... I wanted to switch to laughter and that happened here. Okay, that could have gone wrong. And if you don't know this pitch, the Astro Granite pitch is one of the upgrades, which makes it that if you fail a going for it, +1 is added to your armor break roll, I believe. That's what's supposed to happen there. So let's see, Hysteria over this way. Then we can put Carl there for now. And what I will also do is foul this guy. We've got 2 assists. Might be good enough. And that's a KO. Nice. That's really nice. And a black orc on top of that, so that's really good. That's a little bit of strength bonus removed. So blindness, doing your job and doing it well. And Sneaky Git doesn't actually help us with the fouling itself, but it makes it less likely that we get sent off in case of a double. But let's see, yeah, he will try to box us in here. I don't know how well that will work. Probably pretty well. But he doesn't have a lot of guard to begin with. And so he's going to blitz with this one or with that one? Apparently with that one. And he's going for panic, I assume. Yep. Only pushes though, but he does have a lot of rerolls. Doesn't change anything though, so that's nice. That's really nice. But this is a problem right now. Probably there. This is still an assist for him, but it doesn't really matter too much. So what are my options right now? We could switch sides fairly easily, I believe. We could also get this to up to a 2 dice. That might be worth it. Yeah, I think we should focus on that, or maybe not. Okay. If we put Hysteria over this way, we can block here. Or maybe even blitz and move Radiation after that. Then we'll make a handoff to Laughter. And Laughter can run that way. Yep, looks better to me. Put you there. Do I want to blitz with him? I think so. It's probably better to keep him mobile. We need to stay just so that we can actually move him afterwards without dodging. And then we'll make the handoff like so. We have to count for a failure, and I'd rather save from block from this side than from that one. There are most of them. So that worked fairly well, which means we can move over there. Perfect. This guy still, but we should already be in scoring range for next turn. So let's try to get in one more block here. And we will follow that one. We could foul again, but this would negate the assist we would get from him, so let's not. Nope. One more dodge. Anything else? Yeah, I think we should try to maybe dodge back here. Okay, did not work. But I don't mind skipping that one. He will get some blocks here, and I was trying to minimize the amount, and we started furthest away from the ball just so that in case we fail, we don't give him more options. Well, we did anyways because he can get the assist there, and he can blitz me actually with this guy, so that was not the smartest choice to make. But oh well. Let's see, if he can't get panic down, he might still go for him again. And even if he does, yes, that's what he's doing, so perfect. And he's got Tekka there, okay. So that worked, but as long as we don't get injured, yep. Oh, nice. Really nice. He moved one more space so that we can't dodge away as easily. But it might still not be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should exactly be enough to move panic over there. I don't know if that's the choice we should make, but we could make that one. Stun. Nice. Oh, that's too bad. He does have block on that one. That's the one he needs to worry about. But that one also rolls better. The problem with the pitch here is that he himself doesn't actually want to do going for it as well. He's not as affected by it because he has very high armor value, but it's still a risk for himself here. He's actually playing really solid right now with his movement. Okay. What are my options? Well, there's nothing too crazy going on here. But he is making things pretty difficult for us. He does not have guard there. So, since he does not have guard, what does that mean for us? Well, basically, it should help us with blocking. Of course. Oh, come on. That's not what I wanted to see. So how do we do this? If I do that, it could still work. I can't get an assist here, unfortunately. So, yeah, why not? Let's go back. And hand off the ball again. Today we're playing a game of rolling ones. Please don't. Today we're playing a game of how long can we do this without having a lot of problems. So I wanted to hand off the ball, but now I'm not sure anymore, to be honest. Or throw the ball and then run down the pitch again. Just because we can't score and they will be in reach, but this is still okay. So I don't feel like we are forced to move away from this position. We should probably just move panic into the way so that they can't help out as much here. Oh, and I'm stupid. I should have moved him first, so at least the troll will be able to blitz me if he can reach me. Or the black orc. Oh well. So that's what happens when the enemies got tackle and we can't use our dodge reroll because of that. I should have moved Cackle 2 spaces down. And he's playing a very good game of limiting my movement or making movement more difficult for me with his options. I still don't agree with the amount of rerolls he has and reserve players, because that's just team value wasted. But aside from that, he's playing really well right now. Okay, armor break? Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. I don't need to repeat the question, apparently. But who's he going for next here? He needs to do something about this. So either the black orc, okay, he's doing 1 dice blocks. If he had gotten that one, I would have been a bit annoyed. But that's actually not too bad at the moment still. We are drawing all of his players as wide as we can, so that he can't actually protect against everything here. So sooner or later there will be a possibility for us to break through. And if we can make that late enough, he might not be able to even the score again. So let's start with the important stuff first, I think. So we need to take care of this guy. Okay. Not what I meant with that, but well, we can't change what happens. Oh, what? Can he actually use shadowing when we move away there? I don't have a lot of experience with shadowing, so that's why I'm confused there a little bit. Okay. Disaster there. Thank you. That one was kind of important. This one would be good, but I don't actually love the idea of doing that. Oh, if we could get that touchdown to Cackle, that would be awesome. So let's try that. That would allow him to level up again. So we need to do this and then pass. It's a little bit riskier than the handoff, but in terms of defense it's better. Especially if we can do this. Let's hope that we don't roll a 1 again. Okay, nice. So I believe this should allow us to score next turn. He can't reach us and he cannot blitz us directly. So basically we only have 2 blitzes left here. Or 2 blocks left. I didn't blitz already, didn't I? Nope. So let's change that. If this works, it will help us with the defense. Yep, follow please. And then we'll move him there. And for good measure, I would like to dodge with a laughter. Oh, of course, the dodge fails. That was a double 1 if I saw that right. Yep, 1 and 1. We didn't get injured, so it's okay, but could have gone worse. Okay, I wasn't really sure whether or not we would be able to break through here, but that worked out fairly well because we were able to switch sides pretty easily and make use of the fact that Orcs aren't that fast. They are not the slowest team by any means, but the Black Orcs only have movement allowance of 5, I believe, and their linemen 5 as well, I think. Black Orcs only 4 on top of that. And linemen should have 5 if that one, but that one has -1 movement allowance. But yeah, that's basically it. His placement is actually not bad, but aside from that, he's doing 1 dice blocks, which is surprising when he shouldn't really risk that. So this might go badly for him now, but he's got the rerolls and will take them. It is good enough, unfortunately. Let's hope he doesn't injure us. And of course he does, because I've said the magic words. Hey, Nickling. Oh boy. Yeah, I can't afford to reroll it. He's not valuable enough, so we will have to replace Panic. We're too early in the match to use up our one apothecary, and we've got players like Hysteria or Cackle that are just so much more valuable. So we need to make sure that those stay alive. But I think we should just score. That's basically it. We could have gone for 1 or 2 blocks first, but in case that failed, we would have left ourselves in a pretty bad situation. And I don't want that. His KO stays out. He will be up back to 11 players, but that's nothing we can change there. So let's see. And I'm not entirely sure how I want to set this up at the moment. It is a bit of a weird setup right now. Or most likely I know how to, or I know how I want to, but let's check. I mean the line of scrimmage mainly. I'm trying to explain while thinking and setting up the players, and that's not as easy as it seems sometimes. So, we've got Carl there, Blindness and Chuck, and Radiation and Catastrophe on the outside. That's fine, and we can set them up like this, or we can split them up. That's basically what it comes down to. It doesn't really matter that much, so let's set them up like this, just so that he has to commit more resources instead of just putting one player with guard in the middle, most likely. Yeah. But so far I'm fairly happy with the results. He has 4 turns left to score. We still have the wizard and 3 reroads. We have 11 players, even though we lost one. But so far so good. We'll have to wait and see what happens with the ball now in his turn. Maybe we can snatch it if we use the wizard. If I could get an early 2-0 lead, that would be very good. But I might want to hold on to that until the second half. So the scatter is bad because it's a touchback, but the pitch invasion actually is not too bad. He will most likely go over this side now. Oh, he's not choosing. Yep. Okay. I would have liked for the ball to go back here. With those players both down, his offense would have been stopped immediately, at least for 1 or 2 turns, and that would most likely have prevented the touchdown. Now things don't look as good, but it could be worse. The 2 gutter runners are mainly for assistance reasons is bad, and Catastrophe is the worst one that is down right now, I think. But we do still have a decent amount of players up. And these 2 will lag behind quite significantly for the remaining half. At least for 2 turns, I believe, until they're there. He can stand them up next turn, but only move 2 spaces. So to here somewhere. Yep. We'll wrestle. And yeah, so the troll is even down, which is pretty good. Oh, he needs to take the reroll there. So he's down to 2. And let's see numbers. 3 of mine got taken down with a pitch invasion and 4 of his, so we're actually got the better end of the bargain there. And he can still blitz, but it looks like he won't. Maybe with this guy against Mishap. No, he's going for a 1 dice block against Radiation. Really, that's what he's going for. I mean, if he wants to. Let's see. So I think what we most likely should start with is a block on this guy. That's not Carl, unfortunately. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, if I really want to, I can get a 2 dice there, but I'm not sure that I really want to. That would mean committing a lot to that. And I'm not entirely certain about that yet. So I think we will not for the time being. Okay, that's a good start, and I think I will foul again. At least that's what I'm planning to do right now. I always say that, and then there's an ammo break, and I think maybe it's not necessary, but unfortunately it still is. Okay, that's a shadowing player that we've got there, actually. So let's just try to stop his progress as much as possible. That means we won't foul any guy of his. Because we can't afford to with the assists that we need to do, or need to have. Or actually, not really, we can maybe foul. We'll see. That's good enough. Oh, stun. So this would be 3 assists, which is better, but this guy is more valuable. But I think, from the way things are looking, we should still most likely just foul that guy. 3 assists is better than 2. That's just what it comes down to. And we're being sent off, unfortunately. And it did nothing. So, oh well. So we're down to 10 players for the rest of the match, which is the main problem in that regard. But aside from that, it's not too bad. I would have liked to block this guy first, but I should have, in all honesty. A reroll wouldn't have helped me there. And why exactly were we sent off right now? Armor roll. Okay, so we rolled a double here, and that's why we got sent off, I think. But we didn't get over the KO threshold, so he's only stunned. I think that's a 7 or 8 for a KO. And higher is injuries. Something along those lines. Okay, he's actually going over there? Really? Interesting. I'm not sure if that's good or bad for me right now. That's a 1 dice. I mean, it's good enough, but that's a 1 dice. So he is at the line of scrimmage at 2 turns left. It's not impossible for him to score, but it's unlikely, so we should most likely focus on just delaying his progress as much as possible. I think that is the best option right now. Okay, Catastrophe. Let's move him back. So our blitz options here are not very good right now, unfortunately. I might be forced to do a 1 dice block myself. I don't really want to, but we might not have another choice. maybe... Okay, this is difficult. I know what I want to try, but I don't know if I actually will try it, because that's just risky, really risky. You know, let's not try that. I was thinking about dodging and then doing a one-die splits, but if we fail, it's not really worth it, and we need to focus on stopping his progress. So doing that is the better option here. And I will also stay and not follow. Means he can move this guy, but also makes blocking more difficult for him. And this one is more or less fine because we have a 2 dice. And there we do need to follow, I believe. And I am thinking about doing this 1 dice block, to be honest. Yeah, we have the rerolls to attempt that. We even have more than we need. And let's just push him back and stay. We don't need to engage too much with him. We can just stay back and keep everyone in line. Let's move back a little bit on top of that and see what he does. He will receive the ball at the beginning of the second half as well. So our job at defending is not done yet, but we do have the wizard for the second half. That might be something useful, but we also have to be aware of the fact that he has a troll and goblin, so he can try to throw the goblin and score a 1-turn touchdown. I think there's even more rolling involved than the way I usually do it, and some harder rolls on top of that, but it can work, and I've seen it work. And I've done it myself. Not with Orcs, but with Underworld. Oh, okay, Disaster is injured, but it's basically the same. No long-term effect. So 9 players. Yeah, setting up a cage here really is not... it's not the time anymore to do that. He needs to move, and he needs to move forward. But from the looks of it, he won't be able to. And this is still really tempting. If he keeps the players that way, yeah, that won't help you. And it's probably the last action he did, so he might have used the reroll there. It's still really tempting to just blast this with a fireball, because especially if that guy hadn't moved. Just so that we can hit 6 of his players and potentially wound 1 or 2. He didn't, but that's beside. So that's, I don't know, it's still tempting. Okay, turn 8. So I would like to blitz with a Retastrophe. I think we can just do that there to help out with the remaining blocks over here. And I will use the reroll here right away, just because with Mighty Blow he's basically our best bet to injure anything. Didn't work, but still. I think it was the right call. Oh boy, that's the guard. I missed the guard. That was dumb. That was really dumb. I would use this view if it didn't block so much. then we would have spotted the guard. But I should have checked that. That was my mistake. Let's just hope that he does not serve does not serve laughter here. He could. Well, not the way he blocked. Now he can't. If he had pushed him to there, he would have been able to. He could have just pushed him out then with an assist. But now he basically blocked himself from that option, so good for us. So he has this block remaining plus a blitz, so we have to endure 2 more. Please don't kill Carl. Oh, what? A retaliation foul? Please, go ahead. Foul Carl. Oh, yeah, he's got tackle on that guy, so the defender down was not needed, but still no injury though. Oh boy, please don't kill Hysteria. Thank you. And he's trying to get 1 more SPP, and he gets it. So at least he's making something out of that situation. But I think that was a very successful first half. I mean, we did get 1 player ejected and have 2 injured ones. One of them permanently, but still we are in the lead. He did not score. His KO is still not coming back, which is really nice. But now things will get a lot harder. Yeah. So we have no real option but to use Chuck to body block here, or to put on the line of scrimmage. Everyone else is down and out. We also want to move these 2 in and pull Laughter and Cackle back a little bit. Okay, yeah, let's keep it like that. Okay, so my fouling strategy didn't really work out this time. Maybe I should have gone for the bribe over the wizard. But as long as... I don't know, we can't say yet, because I still have the wizard. And if he secures us the win in the end, I will call that a good trade. Yep. Let's hope we don't get another touchback. He gets to take a free move. Ooh, does he? Yep, he will try to pick up the ball with his blitzer or catch the ball. I think that's the right choice to make. And this is also why you always want to keep 2 spaces between your defense and his offense. In case of a quick snap, he can't move his players into contact with yours and get more blocks than he can already. I ignore that on my own offense sometimes because we won't be affected by that. But On defense, you should always keep that in mind if you can. Luckily he didn't catch the ball, so he will have to try to pick it up again. This thrower does have sure hands, so his chances are pretty good. But he's moving back in preparation of a potential failure here. He should also do blocks first before trying to pick up the ball. Well, he managed, but the ball was somewhat secure. And if he failed, he would have missed out on the blocks, and they are, at least in this turn, I think more important for him. He might still go for Cackle here, which is a problem. And he's also, you all know how I think about blocking with big guys first. It works right now, but doesn't make it any less risky. And this guy's actually wrecking pretty badly right now. And he's got a level up. So this is a problem right now. We're 3 players down. And that's not good. I was thinking of something better to say there, but I couldn't. But I think it's fitting enough. Okay, who's he gonna blitz with? And who's he gonna blitz? Or is it whom? I don't know. Oh, okay. Really? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Please. Oh, okay, he gets it. That would have been awesome if he wouldn't have gotten that one. Okay. I mean, I do have... And I will just go for the wizard right away and hope for the best. Because I like the idea here. And we actually have a somewhat decent plan. Oh, wow. The scatter could work for us, I think. Okay, what I want to do here. Get the blitz with Retastrophe against this Black Orc. The push is perfectly fine in this situation. Something else would have been better, but we can work with that. Okay, he can pick up the ball, move to there. So we should try to put Laughter this way. Let's pick it up. We can do that on a 2+, thanks to Agility 5. We rolled a 1 anyways. And then we will pass. Okay, we're not really safe. This lineman can reach us. But we're okay there, I think. Yeah, the scatter, we got lucky there, I think. And we also can, of course, make use of our gutter runners. And I have to be honest on that, without the weird level ups on the gutter runners here with all those agility pluses, and so I think I would have a lot harder time. They allow us to do some crazy stuff. I like that I'm able to do that. I really like that because it's a lot of fun to play like that. The reckless style that I really like to do. Well, somewhat reckless. Oh wow, he goes for... He could have just pushed with his troll, but instead he tried to reroll, risking the loner fail and wasting the reroll. He did get it once again, so it's fine, but yeah, then stuff like this happens. Okay. Yeah, and I will get the touchdown on Laughter. And we should probably just score, I think. I could have gotten maybe one more block in, but we're not in a really good situation there. It won't get better now. But it's a safe touchdown. So the use of the wizard definitely paid off. But we're even more players down. And this is starting to get really dangerous for our health. So I think I don't really have another choice but to use radiation on the line of scrimmage now. And make the setup even weirder here. Let's pull back the gutter runners even further. And see. And he says I win, but it's not over yet. This could still turn around really fast if he just injures most of my team and I can't put up any defense anymore, which is not that unlikely in all honesty, or it might happen. I've already been tabled more than once, almost at least, so I think down to 3 or 2 players happened twice or thrice maybe. And he still starts off with a troll. Interesting. But that thing is really starting to get on my nerves. He's pretty brutal. Yeah, push to there, of course. And he is banking on his offense now, and he needs to. And that's why he's setting up the way he is. He also has the superior strength in completely, so he can afford to do that. Even if I would have gotten a perfect defense, it's not like I could have made use of the fact that he set up as offensively as he did. I don't know. So this is a big problem right now. I have to hope that he doesn't manage to pick up the ball, because he's completely neglecting defense in that regard. And if not that, maybe that I can move the gutter runners through and get a blitz on his ball carrier. They only have strength 2, but with the right amount of gutter runners, so all of them, we can get 2 assists and a blitz on him, so maybe. But he failed to pick up. Oh wow. But he's too far away, I think, for us to reach. This guy doesn't have any skills, so we should do this, but we shouldn't do that as a first action. Most likely. This way is not really good. And I need to move the gutter runners as far up as possible, unfortunately. So that means going for it here. I will do them one by one. Okay, nice. And then I will also take the risky route. He does have tackle. Okay, that's important. Which means we need to dodge that way. Let's see, with agility 6 it's still only plus 2 blocks. Perfect. And we'll put Cackle next to this guy on top of everything. Just so that he can't make use of his sure hands. Hopefully. And I will play the big risk game here right now. I will go for this 1-dice blitz with a dodge first. If we can move him through, we can make things... Oh, nice. I still need to dodge once more. But so far, this is looking good. Oh, wow. I did not think that would work in its entirety. He's really overcommitted himself and then failed the pickup, which is what we are punishing right now. And I was thinking between these two spaces, this one would have blocked better from that side, but he wants to move down this way, I think. At least his players are further down that way, and he needs to score fast if he wants to score twice. So this route is actually more beneficial. And he will most likely end up blitzing here and then picking up the ball again. But he only has a movement allowance of 5, so he can't save himself into a pitch here, into a cage. And so we might be able to get that after all. So this guy will most likely not move at all. Okay. He should have moved that one to here or there somewhere. A potential cage edge. Oh wow, yeah, he's going for the big pass here. It's most likely what he needs to do. Oh, could have been worse for him, in all honesty, if that would have scattered outside. This would have been a lot worse. So let's see here. How do we do this? Okay. I would love to use these guys, but I don't think that we can. Or maybe is this? Nope. Yeah, this is a bit of a bummer. And I will just use Hysteria here and hope for the best. So let's start with this. We need a lot of roads there, but as long as we don't roll a 1. There it is. Let's reroll. Hey, double 1. Too bad. So this is a problem, but we're still disturbing him. And that's pretty important. A big problem here is that he can now bash on a lot of my players. Basically all of them. Except no one. He's in contact with everyone. Yeah, it's good enough. We don't have block on Hysteria. But he also needs to pick up the ball again, and it's on the sideline, so if he fails, there's a decent chance that it will scatter outside. But it looks like he will not attempt to pick up this turn. Maybe he wants to move his thrower over there again and try in next turn. At least that's what it looks like at the moment. Or he will use this lineman here to attempt that. But he should, in all honesty, move him there. Yep, that's what he's doing. Makes this a lot harder. Okay. Okay, let's hope that he doesn't kill any more guys or at all. And with kill I just mean injure, of course. But things are looking fairly decent. KO is not a problem. Yeah. Block. Okay. So this makes everything fairly complicated, and I basically just have one stupid option here. But I will go for that if it comes down to that. And from the looks of things, it will. Problem is I still need to stand up my guys and allow him to beat them even further. We shouldn't give him complete freedom of movement here. As bad as that is for us. And so the only option we have is that I try to pick up the ball with Hysteria regardless of the tackle zones it's in and the difficulties that come with that. And then try to pass it to Cackle, in case we manage. Because Cackle is in scoring range, so if we can get the ball to him, there's a good chance that we can make this work. So I might as well just start off with this right away. And we will use the reroll. Thank you. And what would that pass look like? It's a 33% pass, so we should be able to make that better. It involves more dodges, but we're effectively dodging on agility 6 here. Okay, I can't actually make that throw any better, but it puts me out of the way for being served. Oh, he rolled a 1. That's too bad. That's so unfortunate. That would have been awesome if he got that. Run away back there. I mean, the game is still basically over. We can't lose anymore. He has 3 turns left. But yeah, all we have to focus on now is survival. It did cost us a gutter runner again. With the niggling injury, we can't keep him. It's just not worth it when he has only 8 SPP. Hysteria I might want to keep if he gets a niggling, because he's already so developed and so strong. Same goes for Cackle. They both are really worth it to keep around. But unfortunately, not for Panic. 8 SPP plus niggling is just not worth it, even though he has a +1 movement allowance. Oh wow, he succeeds every loner roll here. Huh? Ah, he also breaks every armor. Only a stun. Okay, good. He's only pushing me here. And... yep, only pushing again. He's pushing me away from the ball, but he also needs to pick it up somehow. And if he can't, I will try again. that won't do. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. He can't pick up the ball. I mean, for me to get that, I need to do some stupid stuff, as is custom here. But still. My chances for scoring are not yet over. The big question is, do I want to try and make this a little bit easier on myself? So this gives me an assist, and if I manage to dodge with Catastrophe, we can get a 2 dice here. So I think we should try that. Okay. And for the fun of it, let's push him onto the ball and see where the ball scatters. Wrong direction. Yeah, wrong direction, but oh well, it's fine. This guy does have tackle. Doesn't change too much though. Oh, he's also got shadowing, but we're too fast for him. It's really unlikely for him to work. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. If we failed that dodge, it wouldn't have killed us, hopefully. But getting Calamity onto his Blitzer means that he can't just blitz me as easily over there. He will still be able to reach with this Black Orc, of course, but he can't get me with a tackle player. So if everything goes right here, or enough goes right, we can score again. Yep, go for it. KOs are still not that big of a deal. Aside from the obvious fact that we're having even less players on the pitch. But as long as our gutter runners are doing their job, everything's fine. That's only a push. Yep. And I'm really happy that the Astro Granite pitch was no concern for me today. It's one of the more subtle stadium enhancements, and it benefits bash teams more, I believe. But it's not as bad against fast teams usually, as they tend to not rely on going for it as much as slower teams. So it wasn't as bad for us as it could have been. I mean, I did do some going for it here, of course. But I still feel like it was okay. Oh, he's going... Really, he's fouling out of spite here or whatever. It doesn't really gain him anything to foul a lineman without any SPP. I don't know. That's not cost effective. Yeah, you could have blitzed from here. Would have allowed us... doesn't change anything. Reroll. He still has one. There it is. So he got the result he needed to stop me. At least for a little bit. Still might not be enough. This guy still needs to move. I would have moved him here or there. Okay. So, just so that I don't have to dodge. We'll stay, do this. Radiation needs to stand up, of course. Then we can move Hysteria into scoring, also into his touchdown zone. Let's see. Oh, come on. What's up with those ones? Thank you. It's not my last turn, but he could reach me. So let's just throw the ball and hope that we can get it. Nope. Well, it's not over yet. He doesn't have a lot of players that can reach me. 2, actually. That can get me fairly easily. Well, a few more over there. But still. We won. And maybe we can get the 3-0. The 3-0. If not, it's not too big of a deal. But I think I deserve it after all those stupid things I did. Or maybe not deserve it, that's a strong word after all that stuff. But I feel like I had a lot of chances here that should result in a 3rd touchdown. Oh boy. First game for Chuck already being initiated here. And I will now count on the fact that he won't injure any more players. I usually never would use the Apothecary on a misnext game, but there's basically only 1 player left, or 2, or both of my Storm Vermin. Oh boy. I hope this wasn't a mistake, but they're a little bit more resilient, so it's not as likely for them to be injured. Let's just hope. And this turn 16, saving someone with a next game is basically one of the few reasons when I will attempt that. He might want to foul again. I don't know if he will. It wouldn't be too bad because Calamity doesn't have any skills yet. I don't know. Maybe he'll go for a blitz first. He does not. Yeah, KO him. It's not that big of a deal. And there comes the blitz. Here comes the blitz. Oh, but not against those guys. Oh, mighty blow. Let's see. Stun. Okay, so I don't feel bad about my choice here. I probably still should have saved the Gutter Runner, but that was just too early into the match to attempt that. So this pickup will be problematic. He's got 3 tackle zones on there, but I will still try. It's 1 dodge pickup on a 3. So 2+ and 3+ for the 3rd touchdown. Yeah, so at least he's taking it like a Blood Bowl player should. Okay, that's a failure right away. Another one. Oh well. We still won, so everything's good. Victory! We get enough winnings. Oh, we rolled a 1, so let's re-roll that. Didn't change anything. Okay, we rolled another one. Our fan factor is up again. And oh, nice! Radiation got the MVP and leveled up. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Our Storm Vermin are finally making some decent progress here. Double? Nope. Okay, no double. In that case, let's build a copy of Catastrophe and go for Mighty Blow as well. Guard would still be nice, but they are usually the guys I want to blitz with, so them having Guard isn't that big of a help. It's not a bad skill on them, but I'd rather build them for destruction. I think that's better on them. Okay, a normal level up on Cackle. So we've got... I mean, there is basically only one valid choice here. Usually, Gutter Runners should get Sidestep, but he does have Agility 6 and Block already. So what I will go for is Leap. And let's just read that real quick. A player with the Leap skill is allowed to jump to any empty space within 2 squares for 2 squares of movement. Move the player to any empty square and then make an agility roll with no modifiers except very long legs. If the player fails the agility roll, then he is knocked down in the square that he was leaping to. So that means we can leap 2 spaces, not for free. It will use 1 or 2 movement, depending on if we leave 1 or 2 spaces, and that's made on an agility roll without any modifiers. So we need an agility of 5 to make that a 2+ roll. Since we've got agility 6, it's no concern. And yeah, that's also the reason I'm taking this, because it gives him even more ridiculous movement. If the ball is a bad scatter, we could just leap instead of dodge in somewhere and save the dodge reroll. Maybe it's a really nice skill to have, and it's also the offensive choice and not the defensive choice. To be sure on that. We also need to get rid of Panic, unfortunately. Oh boy. So Panic, goodbye. Do I have the money to replace him? I would have, just barely, so let's do that. And we'll just get ourselves a new Panic. Confirm. So we're out of money. That's a problem. But let's just hope that we can get more in the future again. But aside from that, this match was really, really successful. And I think we played a nice game. And it showcased how ridiculous my Gutter Runners can become. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see me play more Blood Bowl, just subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope that you tune in next time and have a nice day. Bye.